game came out. Came out a while ago.
Yep.
Just a few short months. A lot of people were looking forward to it. It had multiple delays. It was called the ultimate in video game exploration. This is all before it came out. Billions and billions of possibilities. The ability to meet people online. If you just happen to randomly have that 1 in a billion shot of finding that other person in the universe, and this game was lauded by basically everyone, giving all kinds of awards and all this shit before it came out.
Yep.
And then it came out. And as you can tell from Gert's snide reaction over there, it didn't do well.
Nope.
And this man right here went into hiding after that game came out. That's Mr. Sean Murray from Hello Games. And my favorite thing about, because we prepare this show. Like, I don't just have these things at a whim. I got to get pictures, videos, all that fun jazz. And when I went looking for pictures of Mr. Sean Murray, do the simple thing that everybody does. Go to that search engine, Ask Jeeves. And I said, Jeeves, can you tell me? No, I went to Google. Who's ever using Ask Jeeves should be shot right now. But I typed in Mr. Sean Murray from Hello Games, and I found a very interesting pattern, and I think this may add to the mystery of where is Sean Murray, because when you type his name into Google, he is wearing the same shit in everything. Like, wow. I saw it and I was like, I was clicking on different pictures. I was like, oh, maybe in this one he'll have on something different. Nope, you click on this one, that shirt. All right, these ones are the same photo. This is a different day. Like, all right,
yeah.
Like even if it's a not the exact same shirt, it's the same colors and damn near the same pattern.
Yep.
So you're looking at it and you're like, well, holy shit, like. First of all, I thought this was like a fake person. Like, Sean Murray isn't real. He's just a scapegoat. Sean Murray's a hologram or some shit. He's a cartoon character. Or he really might be being held captive somewhere and they're taking these pictures and don't have a change of clothes.
Yep.
Like, they just keep giving him a different dated newspaper, but he still got on the same outfit. Yeah, I'm fine. Look. So, Sean, we hope you're okay. We really don't, because you put out this nonsense. But people... I can't blame, I will blame this one man because he was the main guy behind all the hype. This man right here, Sean Murray from Hello Games. They released No Man's Sky. They made so many promises. It's the craziest, best exploration game, a trillion planets, all this other shit,
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, everything that came out was, 99% of what came out was a flat-out lie.
Yeah.
They're getting sued in the UK for false advertisement, either UK or Australia, I can't remember, for false advertisement because they made all these promises and the game was nothing what it was, what was promised.
Yep.
Steam has basically fined Hello Games and told them Hello Games is posting pictures of stuff that was not even in the game. Yeah. So they're like, oh yeah, here's a screenshot of what's in the game, and then Steam was like, no, it's not. Like, we've played through this and it's not there. What's going on?
Yeah.
And Hello Games are like, oh yeah, well, we had to put this one together. Steam was like, okay, fuck you guys, take all these down and put up your gameplay, or we will take your game off of the market.
Yep.
And people and basically everyone that bought this game feels like they were gypped. I don't know if anybody still is playing this. Mm-hmm. You need some friends in your life. But with this game, No Man's Sky, they just recently announced that there will be an update. And people are like, oh shit, an update? Like, is it just going to be a new monster, a new planet, maybe some new ships or something minor? No, people, this is Hello Games is breaking their silence, as Eurogamer would say, and they announced the Foundation update for No Man's Sky, and they're saying this is a whole new game. It's what you had. They're basically saying they're building the game from the ground up again. So if you are out there and still playing No Man's Sky, get ready for your game to change drastically. You hope, but if you are not playing No Man's Sky, you're just like the rest of us. Somebody in the chat said, "Goodwin, you're so blind. Look at Sean Murray a little closer, then looked right in front of you. He was there the whole time. Sean Murray was never there." But in this Foundation update, they're saying they're basically working from the ground up. They're fixing a whole bunch of stuff. They're saying this is laying the, again, quote unquote, foundation for a whole bunch of new things to come. There's new kinds of strategies you can do. They say it's just full of patch notes. It's an obscene amount of notes. And then The biggest thing about it is that this is actually Hello Games breaking their silence and not because if you remember, if you did buy Hello Games or just listen, I'm sorry, No Man's Sky, or just listen to us talk about it, you've known that they've been very quiet about what they've been saying recently.
They pulled a Batman. You just be like, you turn around and be like, oh, by the way, what happened to, huh? They'd be gone. They weren't saying shit. They completely vanished. Sean Murray went into hiding.
And it changed up the game and made it more endearing for people to still own it, but not good enough for people to come back to it.
Yeah.
Now that got me thinking: if No Man's Sky, they released this pouch. They released this pouch.
Pouch.
I don't know why I'm an Australian, but no, they're talking about releasing this patch, and some people in the comments are thinking, hey. They released this patch. I heard the game was a clusterfuck, but maybe after this patch, the game could be fun again, and I might check it out. And the question goes out to you and you, Mr. Gertz.
Okay.
Has there been a game to where you saw it and you had no interest in playing it? Actually, excuse me, with No Man's Sky, I think everyone had some interest in it when it first came. It looked cool. When you saw it at E3, you're like, oh, wow, this looks kind of neat. Even if it was minor interest, you had interest. But has there been a game where you had maybe a minor interest in playing it or, just like, oh, that kind of looks cool. Maybe I played it at one point, and then you avoided it because you've heard of what happened with it. But they updated later to something better, and you went back and thought, you know what? Maybe I'll give that game a shot. Maybe I'll try it out.
Yeah, but it was a game that I had already enjoyed. It was when they were re-releasing Zone of the Enders on the PS3. I was really interested in getting that. They released the first, well, there's only two. They released both of them as an HD remaster on the PS3. And when it first launched, I was looking forward to getting it, but then I heard all these issues where the frame rate was terrible and the game was really buggy. It was a shitty port. And then I think 3 months later, they released a big patch that fixed all that.
Okay.
And once they did that, I went out and got it. But that was a game that I knew I already liked because I played it on the PS2. So, yeah, I'm not sure if it's ever happened with a game like No Man's Sky, which I never played because I mean, you and we both talked about this. We saw this coming. They just hyped it up way too much. It's like, this is Fable all over again. So
Fable or Spore.
Yeah, right. So I was like, I'm not interested because I know they're going to fuck this up.
Right.
And lo and behold, they fucked it up.
Oh, yeah. They fucked this up royally, people. So Zone of the Enders was the one you're like, all right, I'm going to go check this out.
Right, yeah.
Okay. And for mine's a little more recent. And I know I'm going to get jumped on for this, but with me, I am not how do I say this properly? I am not a fan of fantasy games. I know you're like, wait, but you're looking forward to Final Fantasy. There's a difference. Shut up. The medieval, shut up, Gertz. You shut your fucking mouth. You shut it. This is why. Let me finish. Let me finish, Kanye.
Okay.
God damn it. I'm supposed to be in a hospital right now. But with the game that I saw, that I was like, all right, it looks kind of cool, but I'm not into fantasy games at all. And I saw this game, and it was released well for the PC, and it was released well for the Xbox 360, both of which I had owned at the time. But I saw the problems that it was having on the PS3. And I was like, well, shit, like, I don't want to have anything to do with this because if it's bugging out like that, there must be something latent in those other two editions to where if I don't, I'm going to get to a point in the game where I break it and it deletes my saved file and all that other shit, and I don't want to get back to it. But I saw that this company went back and patched a whole bunch of shit and added some new stuff for free just to say we're sorry to the PlayStation owners and for everybody else too. And that game, people, is, and I'm pretty sure, and it was just re-released recently on the PS4 and Xbox One because it's such a great game. But I decided to check it out after they fixed it on the PS3 because I was like, you know what? I'll give them a shot. So yes, people, that's if you couldn't tell, that is Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
I couldn't tell without Macho Man Randy Savage. And
oh yeah! So yeah, people, that is Skyrim, which was the game that I was kind of wary about getting because I saw the issues it was having on PS3 and any other thing, because I saw my friends playing it and they had it. This is when I was living overseas at the time. Yeah. And I was watching them play it on their computer, and it got to the point where a horse would be walking like vertically up a mountain, and I was like, all right, I don't know if this game is worth playing if it's looking like this. is. I mean, like, I don't know. People, I know. I'm not the only one that's seen that or experienced that. Because
Horse is like Spider-Man.
no, it's literally like that. As long as you don't hold back, you're just holding forward the whole time. It'll just slowly crawl up the mountain, no problem. And then there's some parts where the horse will just fly around the horse. And the horse is flying back and forth. I was like, all right, I don't need to get this because it looks like it's broken. It looks like a hot fucking mess. But they fixed it. They patched it up. And I was like, all right, let me check it out. And it was a great game. I'm glad I got into it. And keep in mind, this is the, okay, people, if you want to recommend for me to play a fantasy game, you could be like, oh man, but understand it's a huge world and all this other stuff, and there's dragons and there's castles and you can decapitate skeletons and fight mammoths and shit. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's great. All you gotta say to me is, listen, you could be a mage and you could throw fire. All right, I'm in.
Yep.
That's all it took for me to get into Warcraft, Skyrim. They're like, oh, you know, the patches are fixed. I was like, oh, that's cool. Mm-hmm. But you could be a mage and throw fire. Okay, I'll go buy that tomorrow. Thank you. So yeah, people, if you ever want to recommend a fantasy game to me, that's all you need to know. Just say, hey, you can be a pyromaniac, and they're like, all right, thank you, I'm in.
Yep.
So yeah, I want to know, people, has there been a game for you to where they fixed it, they changed some things, they like they're doing with No Man's Sky, or like they did with The Division. They changed up the game so much to where there's extra additional stuff in there that makes the game more fun, more interesting, and just a better game in general. And what's that one game for you? And you know, write in the chat if you want to, write a comment, whatever, go for it. Oh Lord, is it? And then your boy, oh yeah,
yeah, yeah,
oh yeah, yeah. Jack in, you sick fucks.
Oh.
Here we go. Ah, my butt.
So you're the green one, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And each of the dicks have names.
Yeah, I'm Ellen.
Yeah.
I'm Ellen DeGeneres. Oh fuck. This is odd.
Everything about this just.
Climax. Get it. Get it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Did I win?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ellen is the longest at 22 inches. Why? This is when real life affects art.
Yep. Green dick.
Yeah, Juice, you can't be behind me making noises like that. They drop. Oh, somebody quit. Ha-ha! Oh my God!
That dick was freaking out. Uh-oh. Finley's doing work. Someone just says, I like this.
I just walked out the dressing room.
Yeah.
Does this look good?
Oh, we got dick pizza in the chat.
Dick pizza.
Pizza.
Bring that ass here. Oh yeah. I got 2 in me. Oh no.
Alice won.
It's not fair, man. I came late to the party. I'm a grower, not a shower.
Do you always come late?
Always. Come here, let me talk to you. Come here. Just rubbing the side of it. Yeah.
Hey,
let me talk to you.
How you doing?
Darius in the chat. Even Lord, fix it. Hey,
Carlos. Oh, sorry. I tried to help you, Carlos.
Ew. Ew. He's gonna do it to that purple one? Oh, God. you son of a bitch. He said, "Oh, it's popped out."
Man, that priest dick is kicking ass right now.
Hey, man, its victims are easy to get.
Hey, everyone, we hope you liked the show. If you did, give us a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe to Double Toasted on YouTube. You can also find us on twitch.tv, the high score DT, all one word. Mr. Goodwin?
Or you can go over to doubletoasted.com and check out our full videos there, or also go over to SoundCloud, link in the description, or you can just sit here and watch us all day because we're going to stare for like the next 3 minutes.
Ready, go.
You should have paused it earlier. Then it would have been 3 minutes. You messed this up.
What?
Tell right here, if you played any kind of Zelda in the past 20 years, you know about 2 games that came out on Nintendo 64. You had Ocarina of Time, which some people call the greatest game of all time.
And they're wrong.
Boy, don't you? don't. Ocarina of Time, greatest game of all time, hands down. Anybody that says otherwise is retarded. No, I'm sorry. I thought he was going to set us on fire with his mind.